Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Aviana. This is Aviana's Ascension, and today we are doing a collective reading for those that are struggling to let go. Okay, so this could be struggling with letting go of a friendship, relationship. Maybe there are certain lifestyle habits that you are ready to let go of. Maybe it's a work environment, or just there's a million different things you can be letting go of, right? So allow this to apply how it needs to apply. Okay. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. You know the deal. Okay, but let's get into it. So immediately when I was like shuffling, getting myself ready, I noticed I have this lighter in here, right? That's where I keep my lighters and sage and things. And it's never give up. And this was a message, okay? And Spirit was saying some of you are not wanting to let go of something because you think if you let go, that means you gave up. That means you failed. And that is not the truth. Spirit, just the thing with letting go in general, you have to realize that sometimes you've outgrown things. Sometimes we can think like, ooh, that would be perfect for me, that person, that job, that environment, this routine, whatever it is. And sometimes things can work for a while, but then eventually it's run its course, And understand that letting something go, it's not like judgment on anybody. It doesn't mean you did something wrong. It doesn't mean someone else did something wrong. It just means certain things are not in alignment. You know what I mean? Like if you've ever been through a breakup where it's like maybe the person didn't, treat on you or didn't treat you badly, but it just was not in alignment. It just wasn't right. It's exactly like that, or kind of like if there's a certain food you don't like, think of letting go like that. Like for me, I don't like pickles. I don't like pickles at all. I kind of wish I did because some people, like people that like pickles, are super into pickles, I feel. They love pickles, fried pickles, pickles on sandwiches, pickles just straight up, drinking pickle juice. You know what I mean? Me personally, you'll never catch me dead. Don't like it, never will. And I don't judge myself for that. I don't say like, what's wrong with me? Why don't I like pickles? And I don't say like, how could you like pickles? That's disgusting. Like, no, because some people pickles are for them. For me, I don't like pickles, and that's okay. That's how we have to treat certain things that we have to let go of. Sometimes we like things for a while, and sometimes our tastes change, our needs change, and that's okay. And a lot of the times we may struggle with accepting that it's time to let go of something, and then we get into the force and control areas of situations. And sometimes that can be stemmed from, maybe you think, maybe you don't think you'll find better. Maybe you think you don't deserve better. Maybe you feel bad about the situation you're walking away from. So out of guilt, you stay. Whatever the situation is, however you may be struggling, I don't like that. However you may be struggling, it's okay. We're all human. And know that that's the ego, the brain, trying to keep you safe. So I'm glad to have you here. I'm glad we can pull some cards and figure out what you need to let go of, or maybe how to let go of it, or just guidance that Spirit has for you in regards to this. So thanks for joining me, us, Spirit team. I don't know. Let's get into it. Oh, okay. Bottom of the deck. A new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. Yes. So see, Spirit's saying like new things are going to come your way when you let go of something else. Okay. So some of you, maybe this is a romantic relationship where it's like once you let go of this partner or this person situation, then the things that maybe you've been asking this person to do, someone's going to just do them for you. And romantic could be more than just love and romance and like relationships. This can also be romanticizing your life, right? So understand that you're creating space for new things to come your way, things that really make you feel good, that really make you light up. So understand, like, yes, it may be scary, but you're not losing anything here, okay? We have conclusions are within reach, full moon eclipse, take time to breathe out. Okay, conclusions are within reach, so some things are going to come full circle for you soon. This could also be saying that maybe not everything is revealed to you right now. I always notice like the fact that the moon is behind trees in this card. I just feel like maybe there's still some things that haven't come to the surface, and maybe these things coming out, good or bad, will help you let go of something here. So understand you don't have all the answers right now. And then we have take time to breathe out, disseminating moon, look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius, and don't let your past hold you back, South Node. We also have the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. Nothing will come of this situation, void of course moon. Gorgeous. So Spirit's confirming for you, like, yeah, this is something that's been really hard, maybe a hard lesson for you to learn or just a difficult situation to be in. But you're learning from this and it is going to end soon. We have a new start is coming, new moon. So I like it. A lot of new energies are coming your way, but a big part of it is you have to let go of what is holding you back. Okay? And for some of us, it may not even be most of the time, it's not legitimately the person. A lot of times, Spirit, the universe, whatever, sends us people to teach us lessons about ourselves. You know what I mean? So someone may not be treating you right. And that can show that maybe you have a belief in your mind that you don't deserve to be treated right, or that you have to prove your worthiness to be treated how you deserve to be treated. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of layers to this. So that's why Spirit wants you to look at the bigger picture. Don't just look at your feelings or look at the other person involved or whatever's going on. Look at the bigger picture and understand that sometimes one door closes so another one can open, that you are more in alignment with, you know? So that's when you got to move with that trust and understand that the universe always wants to give you everything you want. Sometimes you just have to choose to not hold on to less than what you want. Stop settling. Stop compromising. Stop trying to justify yourself why you should be somewhere that does not make any sense. Cut it out. Okay? Because what are we doing? That doesn't make sense. What are you doing that for? All right. This is going to be a long reading. I can already tell. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, I love it. Only 2 cards came out, but that's okay because it's all we need. We have it's time to take action, new moon in Aries. Okay, what is today? It's April something. Yeah, we're still in Aries season right now. As I'm recording this, it's April 6th. But whenever you find this is great. But that makes sense as things are coming back to life. You know, here in America, we're in spring and things are blooming, blossoming. So maybe you are feeling a little like restless and you're like, okay, I'm feeling this energy. I know this is the case. I know I need to let go of this. I know I need to move forward. This is a confirmation. It's time to take action. It's time to get on the horse and go because you know something doesn't make sense for you anymore. And then we have you're very close to achieving your goal, gibbous moon. I like that. So it's like Spirit's showing you if you just take this action, if you just let something go, you're going to get so much closer to the goal that you're wanting, right? You're trying to make a person or situation the goal, and it's a stepping ladder. It's a life lesson to help you get where you're actually meant to be. This place does not make sense for you, so we got to move on. Bottom of the deck here, we have confidence is your key to success, new moon in Leo. So we've had a lot of new moon cards, which is cool. But yeah, Spirit's letting you know you need to have faith in yourself. You need to believe in yourself. You need to believe that you're worthy of more, that you deserve better, that you can have bigger and better. Because if you don't believe it, nobody else will. And the universe isn't going to give you something that you want. It's going to give you what you are. Okay? So reflect on what it is you're walking away from and ask yourself, what part of me is this showing me, you know? And then allow yourself to sit with that energy, that part of you, and allow yourself to learn from it. Allow yourself to integrate it and have appreciation and acceptance for it. Because at the end of the day, you're learning a lot right now. You're learning lessons, and we need to learn. If we don't experience certain things, if we don't learn it, then how do we know? You know what I mean? Like if you don't have a boundary crossed, how do you know you have that boundary? Sometimes it takes crossing the boundary. Sometimes it takes, being pushed down to get back up. But now it's time to get up and stop listening to lies that you're telling yourself about this person, the situation, or whatever, or even about yourself. You know, it's time to uplift yourself. It's time to see yourself as who you truly are. Okay. Let's get into it. All right. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right. All righty, Spirit. For those that are struggling to let go, let's get some messages for them, some guidance, insight, clarity, and wisdom. Seems like a common theme is maybe having like a little bit of tunnel vision in regards to a situation. So let's get some help in regards to that. Maybe about what will happen if the collective lets go of this. Please and thank you. All right. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, it's like you deserve equal give and take. You deserve to feel supported. You deserve to, feel loved. Like, what's going on? Okay, bottom of the deck. We have the Six of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, Page of Swords. Okay. Here's the thing. I feel like I'm talking to somebody who has really grown a lot, from childhood, like maybe you've been able to really overcome a lot of generational curses, a lot of trauma. Maybe you didn't come from a lot of security and stability, and you've managed to create that for yourself as an adult. That's fierce. And so maybe this thing that you're letting go of, it could be a person from childhood. This could be a friend, family member. This could also be maybe you've just known someone for a really long time. And, sometimes we outgrow people. And it can be hard to say like, wow, this person is still in this energy, in the same mindset. And it's been years. And, it's almost like you have survivor's guilt. You're like, I've known this person so long or whatever. And now I have outgrown them. I've outpaced them, and I would love for them to come with me, but they're not there yet. This could also be maybe there are certain ideas, beliefs that you've had from childhood trauma, from, teachers, parents, siblings, friends, all these things that we interact with. They can tell us things about ourselves, and sometimes we can hold on to them and really start thinking them ourselves, And a lot of the times, especially if people are doing that to you as a child, it's projection, and it's weird, especially to do to children, but there's a lot of weirdos out there. So what are we going to do? But we have the Page of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, it's like, it's time to move forward, but there's a level of hesitation. The hesitation can come from a million different reasons, like guilt or, kind of like what we just talked about. But it's time for you to move on. It's fate, it's destiny. It's time to keep the wheel turning. And the thing is, if you don't keep turning that wheel, you're going to be stagnant yourself. And then it's like the person you were trying to save, the energy you were trying to, whatever it was, is now consuming you. Now you've got to be saved, and we don't want to do that. So let's keep the ball rolling. Let's move forward, because you're growing things. You're following your heart, and things are about to pay off for you, but you just want to make sure you're not having energies around that could sabotage it. Let that be your own thoughts, certain people, whatever the situation is. All right, let's get into it. I think this is a record for how long it's taken me to get in the cards. Okay. All right, so starting off strong, we have the Eight of Cups, the Death card, the Five of Cups. The fact that there's cups here, it does let me know that whatever the situation is, it's close to your heart. There's a lot of emotion here. Obviously, if there wasn't, I don't think you would have clicked on this reading. You would have already let go of whatever it is, But yeah, I mean, Spirit's definitely confirming it's time to walk away from this situation. And the thing is, we have to redefine endings and letting go. Sometimes things end badly and it's uncomfortable, but sometimes it just is what it is. And there doesn't have to be so much animosity about it. You know what I mean? Like, it sucks. We all wish everybody could be friends forever, and, but that's just not how life is. Change is guaranteed. Endings happen. Death comes for all of us. So don't take it so personally. you know. But maybe there was something that happened where you were disappointed, or maybe you're just realizing, I'm not really fulfilled here, whatever it is. But you had to walk away. You had to go through a transformation. Yeah, with the Five of Pentacles, Six of Wands, it just feels like two people are in very different places. One person may be on a healing journey and recovering from some things. It feels like another person is really focused and driven and, working their way up towards something. So, again, it's not to say like, oh, I'm going to leave you when you're down and your lowest point, but it's also like, if you can't get yourself out of that lowest point, I can't slow myself down, you know? I'm here for you, shoulder to cry on, but I have to keep doing what I'm doing and living my life. Okay, let's see about this Five of Cups. Tell me about the Five of Cups. Okay. So I want to see what the disappointment is or whatever's going on there. Could be dealing with a Scorpio. We have the Four of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so the disappointment could be in relation to family, generational family, the bloodline. This could also have something to do with money. Or maybe you feel like someone isn't pulling their weight as much as you have been. Maybe this has to do with work or business partners. But yeah, it feels like someone just needs to pull back, take a break, focus on themselves. Feels like someone's really focusing on rebuilding. Yeah, someone's focusing on rebuilding. And I'm also hearing like maybe someone talked about you behind your back. Either way, because I'm just noticing like these two together, kind of whispering, it looks like, and then this is one person by themselves. So it just feels like maybe the morals and values have shifted. Like maybe somebody is more interested in gossiping and being messy, and you're like, okay, well, what does that have to do with our success and our growth and our well-being? Nothing. So why are we talking about it? It just feels like people are on very different pages. That's what it feels like. I'm going to move this over. Give me a little more space. Okay. Tell me more. We have the Queen of Wands, Ten of Wands. Yeah. Let's talk about it. Okay, lots of wands. So this could have something to do with somebody's passion, like maybe somebody started a business surrounding their passion. This could also be just energy, excitement, whatever. But it feels like someone was carrying more of the weight. Someone was giving more. It was not equal give and take. It was not a balanced situation. And it just wasn't fair. And that's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. All right, tell me more about this Ten of Pentacles. Let's investigate that. Ten of Pentacles. Maybe this won't be the longest reading. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, we have the Three of Cups. Tell me more about the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Three of Cups and the King of Cups. Yeah, it seems like there was a lot of people involved here. There could have been somebody who is maybe being a little emotionally manipulative towards other people, like maybe kind of talking about you to them, and then they would get mad at you or, whatever. Feels like someone put in a lot of effort and energy to kind of have your image be distorted. And again, it feels like, why doesn't this person just put in the work on themselves? That's what I don't understand. Like, some people will gossip and be petty, even like people that do like scamming, like they get a scam call or send those scam emails or whatever. It's like, if you put this much energy into an actual job, into something you are passionate about, into yourself, you would be so much happier. I wasn't expecting the drama. I'm just trying to move this down. Yeah, maybe somebody was like upset that you were doing better than them. Interesting. All right. Tell me more about the Four of Swords. Four of Swords here. The Ace of Cups. Oh, that's so beautiful. I feel like this is your energy with the Four of Swords, Ace of Cups. At the end of the day, you're really focused on healing, on love, happiness, rejuvenation. Like you want you and everyone else in the world to feel good, to feel happy, you know? And I feel like someone was intimidated just by your light, by the way you carry yourself. And the thing is, like, misery loves company. So I feel like this person, I don't feel like you did anything to them, but maybe it's just the fact that they are comparing themselves a lot to you or your accomplishments and just the way you carry yourself. And I feel like they feel some type of way about it. And it makes me kind of sad because I feel like this was someone who was really close to you. You were not expecting this. And the thing is, you would have taken them the whole way with you. Because look at you with the Nine of Cups, too. It's like you are very much like, I feel like I'm talking to someone who's self-made or someone who's very motivated, very disciplined. You're putting a lot of energy into something that you love, and it's really growing. It's really paying off for you. Okay. Interesting. This person may even like compare your journeys, and maybe in their mind they're like, I do all this work and this person just gets these opportunities, just gets these handouts. Or maybe they see you working a lot and it makes them feel bad about themselves even more. Sometimes whenever you are really focused and driven, you make things happen for yourself, even if you had to work your ass off, some people will still be jealous and mad about it, even though they saw you working, they saw what you put into it. They weren't willing to do that themselves, so now they're mad at you. This is silly. See, yeah, there's like a lot of drama, conflict, unnecessary. And the thing is, I don't think you're privy to this. I don't think you're aware of this. That's why Spirit wants you to let this go, because you're going to continue to work and thrive and be a success story. And your beautiful, generous heart will bring these people or person or energies, whatever, along with you. And then you won't understand, like, why does it feel off? Why what's going on, you know? And it's because you have negativity surrounding you. You got ops. Mm-mm. I don't think so. Not on my watch. All right, tell me more about the Three of Cups, King of Cups. So you could be dealing with the Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces there. Oh, we have the Lovers, Gemini energy coming out here. Okay. Here we go. Here's a lot of cards. All right, with the Lovers, Gemini energy, this is definitely someone who is very close to you. Now, with the Three of Cups, King of Cups, this could be a romantic partner, and maybe there was like a third-party situation, cheating or something like that. It's not necessarily what I feel, but just putting it out there for some of you who may relate to that. But yeah, this is someone or a group of people who, I feel like there's a ringleader in this, though. Like there's someone who's stirring the pot. But whoever's involved here, this is someone who is very close to you or someone that you have a lot of love for. Strong connection there. But again, we have the Six of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. So yeah, I feel like the fact that these two cards keep coming up, it's like there's a lot of comparison happening here. You know what I mean? And again, like the Six of Wands is someone who's put in that work. This isn't someone who just got handed everything. But because someone else has not been able to get themselves out of a situation, they're mad that you were. Yeah, Three of Swords, Five of Swords. I mean, look at the energy. This is, I mean, that alone, it's very like, what is that guy's name from Star Wars? Like, I don't know what this is. I think this is like a lightsaber, sure. With the cloak. I don't know. Dartmouth, or that's not his name. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, I feel like there's someone around you who is very calculated, someone who's very shady, who The Seven of Swords didn't come up, so that's good. But yeah, this person is looking at your wallet, is looking at your success, looking at your growth, and is upset about it. And that's really, really disappointing. It is, because I can feel the energy of you. And you are someone who's like, I would take anybody with me that I could, you know? That's what's sad, is that you would never betray somebody. You would never like cast them to the side. Like, that's not who you are. That's not your gig. And this person's own jealousy got the best of them, because they could be sitting pretty right next to you. But okay, well, let's break it down a little bit. So I like those go together. Yeah. Tell me more. Let's look into the Six of Wands, Five of Pentacles. Tell me more about that, since that keeps coming out. See, yeah. This person knows that, like, this wasn't like an overnight sensation situation. You have been putting in a lot of work. You've been manifesting. You've been using your resources, working on yourself, connecting with the divine, and putting in that work to create the reality that you want. Okay? We have the Six of Swords, the Five of Wands. I'm telling you, there is someone who's just jealous of you, And listen, I hate jealousy. I think it's a waste of time, honestly. Oh, we also have the World card. Boom. It is a waste of time, jealousy, but like, it's just so unnecessary. You know what I mean? It's like, you either make it happen for yourself or just focus on you. But yeah, there's just too much pettiness. It feels very high school, feels very like, it's stupid. And again, I don't think you're super aware of this, because I feel like you mind your business and you do your own thing and you spread love and light, and you wouldn't even fathom why this person would be talking about you like this or feeling this way about you. And it's because of their own insecurity and their own projection, right? But with the Six of Swords, so five, you guys could be seeing a lot of fives, a lot of sixes, because that's just what I'm noticing the most right now. Yeah, sixes and fives. But with the Six of Swords, trust and believe that Spirit is protecting you and kind of like getting you away from this situation. Because look, the World card, you and this person, or whoever's involved here, whatever's involved, have reached the course. You've done it. You've learned what you need to learn from each other, and there's nothing else that needs to happen here. It's time to say goodbye. It's time to close this chapter. And the thing is, see, like, they're showing me this person, like, just isn't feeling good, isn't looking good, is kind of sad. You are going to be sad as you walk away from this person, this situation. But trust and believe, you'd be more sad if you were successful, living your best life, and then all of a sudden they stab you in the back, So trust in the divine orchestration of this situation. Trust that the universe is having you see this, having you experience this right here, right now, for a good reason. And that's to get it over with. Because they don't want you to be having your blessings and then having some shademeister over here enjoying it too, and then talking about you to everybody else. That's not cool. This makes me think of, I love reality TV, and I started watching the show Ladies of London, the new Ryan. And one of the girls on there, Dara, whatever the hell her name is, she was like talking badly about this girl. Mind you, she's been best friends with this woman for 24, 25 years. And imagine you all get on a TV show one day, and then you see your best friend talking badly about you. And then and then she literally was like, cut. And it's like, no, that's not how reality TV works. They're not going to cut just because you don't like what you've done, And it's just so sad, because the other young lady is just the kindest, sweetest person. And she's like, I would be devastated and so hurt if this was true. But I have a feeling it is true, because the things that this Missy girl was saying is exactly how Dara, whatever, talks, So, and the thing is, she kept trying to downplay her career, downplay her success. So it's just like, I feel like that's nothing but jealousy, And, maybe she's not legitimately jealous of her. Maybe it's rooted in childhood trauma. I don't know what's going on with her and why she was like that. But like, that's horrible, because I have a friend that I've known, what am I, 28 now? I've known her like 25, 26 years. And if I found out she was talking like that about me, my feelings would be so hurt. But you know what? We move on, because I'm glad I know. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to move on. That's what you got to do. That's what this feels like. It feels like someone who's really close to you is your biggest hater and you don't even know it. So pay attention. Just pay attention. All right, let's see about this Five of Swords, Three of Swords. Because that's some sort of betrayal, some sort of heartbreak, somebody acting crazy. Let's see. Tell me more about the Five of Swords, Three of Swords. This makes me sad. Let me see here. I'm sorry. If my mouth don't say it, my face will. Okay. So, yeah. What's upsetting about this is with the Four of Wands, like, this is clearly someone you are very, very close to. This could literally be like a romantic partner or a long-term best friend, someone in the family, something. Because like with the Lovers and the Four of Wands, like, this is a long-term commitment. This is a foundation, right? This isn't some random person. That's horrible. But with the Page of Wands, the Page of Swords, okay, I almost feel like someone's going to come to you with like the information, right? Somebody could be saying like, oh, well, this person's been talking about you, or this person's been doing this. You know, it feels like someone wants to come to you with all these pages, wanting to come to you with information, but it also feels like there's something holding them back. But we do have the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords is the fastest moving knight because of his truth, right? That's why he's having his truth, his morals, his values guide him. So when your truth is what's guiding you, you don't really care about the consequences. Okay, so let's see. Tell me more about the Knight of Swords. Okay, someone's coming to you with information. Okay. Oh. Ace of Wands, Queen of Cups, excuse me, Knight of Wands. Okay, for some of you, because we have the King and the Queen now, some of you, this is a romantic relationship. Some of you could be dealing with, we now have Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra is out here now too. Okay. Yeah, it feels like someone wants to give you information about someone who is being impulsive or kind of like acting very immaturely. Okay. Yeah, it feels like someone wants to give you like information, wants to give you, like, I'm just seeing this wand, and it feels like a hot potato, like someone's got hot news for you. Not that they're excited to give it to you, but they just can't believe it themselves. So they're like, I have to tell you. Okay, tell me more about the Page of Wands, Page of Swords, Four of Wands. Okay. And for some of you, all these wands, this is like someone might be very sexually active or something, if it's romantic. I don't know. We have the Six of Cups, the Six of Cups, the Eight of Wands. So that's the energy we were seeing earlier. So yeah, I feel like someone who's very, very close to you is going to come in with information about the situation. And the thing is, it's exactly what you need to truly bring balance into your life. And it's also going to be a very good life lesson for you. Because the thing is, I'm hearing like I should have been more discerning. I should have trusted my intuition. I feel like somebody knew something was off, but they were just, maybe too scared to admit it, or just didn't want to look into it. Ignorance is bliss, right? So yeah, I feel like even if you didn't have like concrete evidence, the energy was off, and you've known this, and it just kind of feels like a big, like, kind of slap in the face, and also a wake-up call, Like, I feel like you knew you should have been trusting your intuition. But you didn't, because you love this person and you want to grow with them and you want them to experience all these beautiful new things with you. But mm-mm, mm-mm. Just be aware of communication coming in, because I feel like someone knows something and they're going to tell you. Okay. Let's see about this Eight of Cups, the Death card. Found our way back to the beginning cards. Let's see about it. King of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Three of Wands. I know that's right. Because listen, at the end of the day, this is something that really makes you say, you know what? If this person is so threatened by me and my success, if this person feels like, oh, I spend too much time at work, so, they have been treating me badly or they cheated on me or whatever the situation is, if this person is intimidated by your success, you're going to say to yourself like, let me look into that then, let me be more and more successful, right? Not to say like you're going to grow and expand to be petty, but it's also like you didn't see yourself as successful as this person sees you. So I feel it's going to awaken a lot of self-worth, a lot of recognition within yourself, right? Because it's almost like, well, I wouldn't have been betrayed or hurt or talked about in such a way if I wasn't, intimidating them in some weird way, even though I never would like toot my own horn like that or make someone feel like that, especially over accomplishments and things. Never. But now that we're here, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's what I feel. That's crazy. You might be spending quite a bit of time with yourself because you've been betrayed. You've been betrayed. And that gets you to continue to lock in, work on yourself, your success. And then I just see a lot of new opportunities coming your way, people that actually want to work with you and be on your side and support you and uplift you. So this is like a blessing in disguise, It comes out initially painfully, hurtful, shocking, really. But the thing is, it makes you see this person clearly, and now you really see yourself clearly, which is such a gift, This is exactly what you need to stop settling, stop compromising, stop downplaying yourself. I love that. Okay. We're going to close it out with the Shadow card. This is Wisdom of the Shadow. So let's just see what comes out. I don't have a specific question or anything. Let's just get one card for the collective here. I have a feeling, though, it might be like a really nice card. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it is a shadow deck, but there are certain cards that are like really nice. Because I feel like this is going to be a growth period for you, and it's exactly what you need to really like off to the moon, and we literally just had Artemis 2 go to the moon or whatever the hell they're doing with that. That's annoying to me. Me and my sister were talking about it, and it's like, but we don't have money for healthcare. Being an American is annoying. It's just, everything's annoying. Okay, I keep hitting this thing down here. Okay, let's see. But there's also very beautiful things about being an American. I know that. I know there's a lot of I can be grateful for. Ooh, interesting. So we have dependency. That's interesting. Her mouth is so big. Hey, takes one to know one. Okay, let's see about it. I'm going to read out of the book for you guys. Let's see. Dependency, the art is creature of desire. I live in balanced relationship with my innate wholeness. I explore healthful independence and interdependence. Holding on tightly to what is mine. I'm going to let it go. Grasping, speaking from distortion. Intensity, demanding, attachment, substance, addiction, relationships, seeking wholeness, dependent, codependent, interdependent, independent. That is fun. Dependent, codependent, interdependent, independent. You know what I always think of with the word independent? That what is it? The Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I think when him and that elf are like, let's go do our own thing. We're gonna create our own Christmas or whatever the hell they were talking about. And he wanted to be a dentist, the elf. Clearly, childhood memories are flooding back to me now, but it's like independent. Okay, that's not relevant. But if you remember that, or if you remember that movie, if you've seen it, leave a comment down below. It's such a great movie. All right. That which we tie ourselves to becomes interwoven into our sense of wholeness and worthiness. When we attach to something, we can tend to draw satisfaction or fulfillment from that very thing. Whether it be people, relationships, the happiness of others, material items, ideas, thought patterns, being of service, phones, social media, praise, spiritual experiences, or a substance. And that can be drug, alcohol, food, sugar, etc. Dependency is not defined by an assessment of whether the person or thing to which we are attaching ourselves is inherently good or bad. In this work, we know nothing is that simple. True. That's why we had such a long intro to this reading, because I'm like, well, rather the dependency is the inner pattern we are invited to look at, to see how we are sourcing our fulfillment, bliss, satisfaction, self-perception, and worth. I like that. That's a good way of thinking about it too, because it's like, why are you attaching to this person or situation that is not good for you? What do you feel you're getting from that? Good question. When there is something external from which we are sourcing our fulfillment, we are giving our own power over to it. I know that's right. Our dependence on that can also become a way for us to numb, check out, or bypass our own feelings and experiences. Become aware of interactions that may be codependent. And also, this person or whatever may be codependent on you. So think about that. Invite yourself to look at your relationship with what you consume. Recognize addictive patterns in new ways. Explore hyperindependence and interdependence. Listen, I get it, hyperindependence. I can suffer from that. With dependency, let us remember that we are greater than its hold on us. I know that's right. And then there's some contemplations and a ritual. So I'm going to read those out loud. You can write this down and journal about it, revisit this, or maybe come back to this point in the reading to get the information again. Contemplations. What am I dependent upon, attached to, or addicted to? When I am stressed, hurt, down, what do I lean towards? Where do I source my fulfillment and satisfaction? And the ritual. Find a quiet, comfortable, safe space to sit. Allow the eyes to close. Breathe intentionally, watching the breath enter and exit the body through the nose. Bring your awareness to one thing you feel dependent upon. Ask where it resides in your body. Feel the sensation in the body and dive deeper into it. Ask your vision and sight to travel through your body tissues into the energetic pattern underneath where it resides. Ask it to tell you more of its story without needing to change it. Receive wisdom and insight from it. Thank it for sharing with you. How beautiful is that? All right. I love it. Yeah, this makes sense because like what I was just saying as we closed out the tarot part is this is something that's going to get you to really see your worth clearly. Because if someone's so intimidated by you that you love so much that you're so close to, then you need to see yourself better. You got to up that self-worth because everybody else around you already has. So you might as well get into it as well. You know what I'm saying? Really give them something to be mad about. No, I'm just kidding. But dependency. All right. That is the reading. If you guys enjoyed that, of course, subscribe to my channel. Leave a like. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how you related to this, how you're feeling. And of course, share it with a friend, family member, loved one who may be struggling with letting go of something as well. Also, if you want to take this a step further, I do have an online ceremony this month that is about releasing the grip, letting go of the old so you can step into the next version of you. So if you need a little bit more help with letting go, or you would like a more ceremonial, meditative approach to it, check out Release the Grip. I'll leave the information down in the description box below. You can also go to my website and check out more if you'd like. But it's a beautiful ceremony. Begins with a discussion to talk about why we struggle to let go and the importance of letting go. Then we go through a meditation to help you let go of outdated, stagnant energy, old beliefs, people, whatever the situation is. And then after the meditation, we just spend some time reflecting, asking questions, sharing, and I will close with a collective reading for us. So if you want to get into that, check it out. And again, it's online, so you can join from any place, anywhere. All right, anyways, that's the end of that. Thank you so much for watching. Love you. I will see you guys later. And if you want more from me, real quick before I leave, also in the description box below, I have all of my social media. If you want to check out Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, I've got those. I also have my website down below. If you'd like to book a personal reading, cord cutting ritual, soul alchemy ceremony, I do all sorts of stuff. So check it out. And that's where I'll end it for real. Okay, I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.